So this is it. This is the $15,000 camera. It's arrived. And this is the unboxing. It'll either work or it won't. Yes, biggest camel of my life. In fact, before I actually get to the unboxing it, when I was talking about buying it, there were some people saying that, you know, I was sort of flashing the cash around sort of in a rather distasteful fashion. And yeah, I can sort of see where they're going with that, but the reality is this is going to be used to make videos with. And also, I mean, if you actually compare this in terms of, you know, the bang for the buck that I get out of this sort of stuff, say compared to Sarkeesian, you know, in her latest crowdfunder, she got, what was it, $200,000 for 5 videos. That's $40,000 per video. This super uber high-speed camera, which I'm hoping will work, was $15,000. Right? So she got to pull one of these for each one of her 5-minute videos and still had $25,000 to make the rest with. Anyway, right, so let's get on with the actual unboxing. So it's actually got their name on the tape, which is encouraging. You know, I like I said, I did my homework on this. They looked to be a reputable firm, but there's a difference between that and actually getting what you want. So the camera did have a clean bill of health the last time it was checked out. But the bottom line is, I've not seen it working. Super. And on the inside, we have paper, what looks to be a computer box, which is, I'm certain, a computer box. And another box, which I'm going to assume, oh yeah, that's the camera. There we go. Oh, nice and light. Ah. And what else do we have? Bubble wrap, and a knife. Okay, super. So let's start with the camera box. Not the camera box, the computer. This thing looks like it's seen better days, but whatever. I mean, my suspicion is the people who owned it previously were, yeah, so it's got a catalogue number on it. Someone obviously catalogued all this stuff, which sort of makes me think that, you know, the people who were trying to get rid of it were originally aerospace. They made satellites. So there was, you know, a really pretty decent hope that, yeah, this was the apparent bargain that it was, even though I got really stiffed on the import duty on this thing. But yeah, this looks pretty good. Okay, so someone actually took time packaging this up again. We have an HP laptop. Oh, that is an absolute brick. This thing's seen better days. I mean, it's virgin in its, well, let me put it this way. All my laptops have sodium burn marks all over them. Right, let me show you the back of my laptop. It's in there. That's what my laptop looks like. All those little spots there where the paint's come off. Those are sodium burn marks. But, you know, if you want to do the experiments, you've got to take some risks. Okay, that's still pretty cold. It's got a docking station on it as well. Okay. And what else? We got a power brick for it. And oh boy, that's very chunky power brick. Okay. So that's the computer. Now, oh, here we go. Camera. Come on. That's one. So, hold on. Now, that's this. Oh, here we go. So this looks to be the original manufacturer's box, judging just by how well everything fits. So in here we have the cables and everything. So, oh, this does look, oh, this looks in virgin condition, Jesus. So that's, I checked out all the connectors that they then, turns out I couldn't work out what the hell this thing did. So I actually called up the manufacturers and they said it's all sort of duplicates of other functions that you can get on the camera. So that looks pretty decent. That's a, so the one thing apparently they didn't have, that's a power supply for the camera. Let's just check the voltage. One, now good, I can use that. We got software, power cable, connecting for Ethernet to the computer. That's good. And that looks almost everything there. Right, now, right, here we go. The camera. So actually, let me just show you that at the moment. There we go, that's the camera. That's a $15,000 camera, and it looks to be in pretty decent condition. Not entirely. There is something I actually noticed even on the this lens cap's off. That doesn't matter, obviously nothing got in there. So the sensor all looks in good condition. So good. So the one thing I noticed about this is it didn't come with a trigger cable. All the high-speed camera really is a CCD. Yeah, that'll all go on the front. And some very fast memory. So this thing records 32 gigabytes in a few seconds. Now, if you think about it, you know, your typical computer will transfer a gigabyte in about, you know, half a minute, minute-ish, that sort of thing, you know, over USB. And this is doing all of that for about 4 seconds of video. I mean, if you think about it, a gigabyte is, yeah, it's about an HD video of a movie, right? So a gigabyte will normally get you an hour-long movie, and we're getting 30 times that much data in about 4 seconds. So the whole thing about high-speed cameras is really about, you know, writing all this stuff to memory very quickly. Actually, hang on, is that what I think it is? So these things occasionally, they always have a high-speed onboard memory, but these things, to increase the workflow, sometimes they'll actually have sort of these things called Cinemags, which is basically fast write speed, because otherwise, just to get the 32 gigabytes off the camera, you know, just think about it, copying 32 gigabytes for 4 seconds, you know, just even transferring it over a gigabit cable, it's going to take a while. So anyway, for some reason that doesn't stick in very well. So the thing is, I'm not very familiar with F-mounts, but I've never used them before in my life. But I did, being a interesting sort of guy, go out and get an F-mount lens, because ideally I would have wanted my Canon lenses, because I've got quite a lot of Canon lenses, but this little crappy plate on the front, I asked them how much one of those would be for a Canon, and they were like, you know, $1,000 or something, which, considering it's just a plate of metal with 4 screws in, seems a little on the expensive side. Anyway, so beautiful. Now I have something that actually looks like a high-speed camera. Excellent. All right. Next question. Can I actually do anything useful with it? So let's just move him off to one side for a second. it looks to be in pretty decent order. So this was the one thing that worried me, this piece of tape here. So it's meant to have a load of controls, and these controls look, actually that's weird. Well, what the hell's the trigger? So all the versions of this camera I've seen, they actually had controls here. That's, okay, this might, maybe they did it all through software. Must have done it all through software. You see, normally what you do is just leave it scrolling through, it keeps writing the data to the very fast memory over and over again, and then you hit a trigger, and then it sort of just flash freezes that, and then you can take it off at your leisure, which, like I was saying, if you're taking 32 gigabytes off a camera, you can take quite a time. Anyway, so I think we're almost at the point. So the more modern versions of this camera, they actually have a button on the camera, so you push the button on the camera. I thought that that's where they were. You know, if you look on the modern versions of the camera, that's where the buttons are, but there's nothing there. So, and now we will see. Right then. So, I'm tempted to actually leave that for about, it's at the moment, I have to get the thermal camera on it, at the moment it's like 2 or 3 degrees. So this thing, oh, really, that's how it works. Ha ha! So there you go, that's the, I've never actually seen one of these Cinemac things, but as you can see, it's basically a load of probably parallel right SD cards or something. I don't know. I know what they are. But anyway, so, but there isn't a card in there. So, that doesn't help much. Right. Right. Try getting some of these things working. Aha. Oh, wow, someone has taken care of this. Still got the, yeah, I love this, looks virtual. Oh, it's got a fingerprint scanner on. This is my next question, is I really, really hope this isn't password protected, because otherwise, what the hell am I supposed to do with a password protected computer? Power on, wise guy. I happen to know the camera's about 3 years old. I can look up the service history. This, I think, was a Dog's Balls computer in its time. Elite Book Workstation. Spins up. HP start screen. Oh my god, I think this is like, it's 1 or 2 versions of Windows ago. And there it is, it's all got the Phantom software installed on it. We have another massive power brick. Ah. Okay. Power 1, power 2. Match up the red dots. Just that way. The camera spins up. The fan's going. Yeah, it's hopeful. Next, a Ethernet actually plugs in there. Red dots top, that's easy enough. Ethernet in there. I think be working. Come on. Come on, lens cap. It works! Oh my God, I can't be able to tell you how relieved I am. And it's got the capture area. Let's try auto exposure. 5,000 frames per second. Let's go down to 1,000 and put the exposure time up to... It works! Oh God. Right. I am going to get a drink and then, see, maybe I'll wait till I'm sober again and then I will record something that puts off a lot of... It works! Oh, God. Fantastic. It works! Beautiful. Thing of beauty. Okay, so this is probably quite unadvised. So first, recording with a high-speed camera will be something along those lines. You see, high-speed cameras need a lot of light. Oh, they work hard to take the heat out, I'll give them that. Anyway, okay, so you need lots of light. One of the things that puts out lots of light is fire. So what I'm going to do is I've got that all set up. The focus is in about the right place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go boosh. I'm going to turn it out and we're going to see what that looks like.